Hello, everybody. Welcome to the third episode of the Twisted Writing Show, the Twisted Word Show. And this time, we are going to talk about a very important writing thing. It's going to be how to set or whatever writing goals that you set and how to be realistic about it. I think it is very important. It might not be important to set the writing goals, but it's absolutely important to get the writing done that you say that you will get it done. What do you have to say about this, Mariana? Because being realistic about your goals and being actually and dedicating yourself and committing to your word, that is absolutely the most important thing about setting goals.
Yes, hello everybody. It's good to be back.
And also, I'm sorry I went on a monologue. Like I forgot to introduce you to the people, and I just.
Unacceptable. Worries, I'll just over introduce myself.
So
Please I
everybody.
delete
Marianna.
about.
Okay.
Okay, no, seriously now. Um, Setting writing goals to me is very important, but it's just as important, like you said, to be realistic about it. I find that if you aim to do too much and you can't get it right, it's very disheartening.
Exactly.
And you lose motivation if you can't if you've tried it for a week and it doesn't work, then you sort of feel like a failure, if I can put it like that. But if you take NaNoWriMo for an example, I love it. Absolutely brilliant, but it's a lot of work. And to me, it's okay to try that for a month, but I can't do that every month. Never gonna happen every month. It's really it's a
Yes, it
big
can be done.
challenge to write 50,000 words in 1 month. You know you've done it.
Yes.
Um, if I at least put a goal of writing, say, for example, one chapter a day, or not even a chapter. Say you want to write 500 words a day. If you
Exactly.
have the time,
Because the
it's
chapters can.
realistic.
Yes, because the chapters can be very long or very short. So setting like
Yeah,
a word goal is also a yes.
sometimes better. Mm. For me, chapters aren't that long when I write a children's story, so it's doable. But when you work full time and you have other responsibilities, even that might not always be realistic. It might be just to write 100 words a day, but at least you've done your 100 words. Or you can try again. If you do more, great. But try not to aim for 1,000 if you know very well you don't have the time to write 1,000 words because it really is disheartening.
Yes. Also, because while setting goals, we need to keep in mind that there isn't just one factor that plays that is involved in your goal setting, because you need to consider all those different factors affecting your because the time,
Yeah,
energy you have left, the people around you, the people around you,
yes,
um, and what do we say? The resources, availability of resources to write because
yes.
you don't have access to your laptop or your device or the notebook if you write on your notebook. Then it's going to be difficult for you to achieve that goal. Also,
Yes.
situations change every day. So, setting up realistic goals is the best thing to do because then, like you said, we will not be disappointed and we'll actually get things done and have a sense of progress over whatever period of time that we're writing.
Yeah, and even if you do a little bit at a time, if that was your goal, you're gonna get to the end where your
Exactly.
manuscript is finished and you can start editing. But
Exactly.
if you lose heart and you don't continue because you feel you can't keep up, then you're never gonna reach that point where you can now edit your work.
Yes, one of my stories, The Curse of Ravenna, uh, in that I wrote like around 25,000 words in about a month or two. It was long ago, like it was 2 or 3 years ago, and I wrote that, and I And after that, like I wasn't very free after that time, because I think in those 1 or 2 months I had a lot of time, so I spent the time writing. But after that, I wasn't very free and I was busy, so I kept telling myself that I'd write 1,000 words a day and get this done in another 1 month, write another 30,000 words and finish the 50,000 word story. But every week I would set a goal of writing 7,000 words in 1 week, and every week I would fail and not get it done. And the not getting it done part was less disappointing than the feeling of not accomplishing something was, because obviously the goal was unrealistic and I didn't have the time to write 7,000 words, so I wasn't able to get it done. But then I thought, okay, how about we just take a break and also just relax and write like I just have to pick up my device, or I used to write on my phone at that time. So I just said to myself, I just have to open Google Docs and type like, even if it's just one sentence, I have to get one sentence in every day. And I actually did that, and that helped me take the word count to up to like 5,000 or 10,000 more words in. So that was
Wow.
good. I
Yes, that's very positive.
Yes. Maybe it wasn't a lot of words in just 1 month, but it was something. It wasn't like I wasn't getting anything done.
Wasn't nothing. Yes.
Yes, it wasn't nothing. So that was good. And that is an example that you should just do a little bit, because that little bit will, after some time, definitely turn into something big and you will actually finish it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes,
What's your
exactly.
experience with this?
So again, Yash, sorry, I didn't hear that.
I was asking, tell us about your experience about with setting goals and setting realistic goals. If you, uh,
Wow. Against my own better judgment, I enrolled for 2023's Nano challenge,
yeah,
NaNoWriMo. And I think I've mentioned this before that my poor characters are still stuck on the island trying to survive.
okay,
I did not
yes,
reach 50,000 words, but I knew before the time I wasn't going to have the time to finish it. But even so, I was still very disappointed. I'm a bad loser. I hate not finishing stuff that if I decided I'm going to do it, even if I knew I wasn't going to be able to. So that was very disappointing to me. I know there's a positive side. I have 35,000 words, which I didn't have, but
exactly.
still I didn't finish it. So to me, this is a very important thing, not to set goals that I'm not going to reach. So I find it very disappointing. And it actually that caused me, when November was finished, just leave it until I feel like carrying on with it. And now the characters are stuck, until then.
Because
So
if you
yeah,
set,
that was
yeah,
my experience.
exactly, if you set very hefty goals, you're going to end up being exhausted, right? Just like at the end,
Yes.
and every writer is like, okay, done. Right, God, just so
Enough.
enough of this. I just need a break.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So, but if you think about it, if the goal was writing 30,000 words, then you very well exceeded that. Uh,
Exactly.
goal.
And I wouldn't have had this feeling like I failed in what I wanted to do.
Exactly.
But I knew before the time. That's what I'm saying. I knew this was gonna happen, but still that feeling was still there.
Yeah. Definitely, it is because internally we all know what's the reality, but at the same
Yeah.
time, we need to tell ourselves that we are doing well and we will get better.
Yeah, exactly.
And with that nice hope, we end this third episode and tell you all that be kind to yourself and set realistic goals. that you can do and that you can accomplish, and you always have that constant feeling of accomplishment so that you can finish your
Yes.
stories, and you do that happily. You're not stressed,
Yeah.
you're not facing anything. Exactly. So see you guys in the fourth episode, and thank you very much for staying with us till the end of the video. See you guys again. Bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody.